Welcome back. In this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see what are the different types of workspace available in Tosca and how we can create the workspace from the scratch in Tosca. Okay. So the Tosca workspace is acted as a repository of requirements, test cases, modules, and other component of Tosca. And to develop and maintain or execute the test cases, we need to connect the workspace first. Otherwise, we will not be able to perform any automation activities. And workspace is created in the local drive. The workspace has to be defined in a local work system, but it can be also defined with the shared network drive that is actually using that is actually the people are using in organization. The data of Tosca workspace can be synced with the different databases like SQLite, SQL Server, DB2, Oracle, whichever is there in your organization. That will be work as a central repository. And in this, the workspace environments are mainly two types. The multi-user environment, more than one user are accessing the tool, and they are using the central repository. This Tosca allow to create the workspace in a different databases in this multiple environment, multi-user environment, and this is the most preferred way in industry. And the single workspace, only one user is able to connect and work with the Tosca. So this is you already understand that this is not going to be used at the organization level. Okay, so there are five different types of repository structure present under multi-user. The first one is a Tricentis Cloud repository. If you select this option, then the repository will be created in the Tricentis that is hosted on a cloud server. And to create this kind of workspace, you need to log into the Tricentis Cloud during workspace creation. I have also used the same thing. I have also used the Tricentis Cloud repository, but it depends whether your organization is going to use this cloud one, or if they are already having their self-hosted central repository, then they can go for SQL Server, Oracle, and other. The second one is MS SQL Server. In this case, the repository will be created on SQL Server database, and during the creation, we need to specify the database schema name and the connection string during the creation of workspace. I'll show you in Tosca where you can provide the connection string, and then you can have SQLite. There also you have to provide the configuration, and then you have Oracle also, where there also you have to provide the schema and the connection string, and DB2 is also there, the same schema and connection string there also you have to provide. So you just have to provide establish a connection between your Tosca and any of this repository of multi-user workspace, so that you can push your code, push your automation suite to that central repository, and other members in your team can use that one, can modify that one. So this is the same we have on Git. If you have any idea about Git repositories. So I'll go through the next slide, where you can find the steps of how to create the workspaces. So these are the theoretical part. I'll also show you in practical also. So you just have to go to the project and new, and then you have to create a new project, and then the pop-up window will be open, where you can provide your repositories, where you can provide uh, the standard subsets you are using or not. You can also use the slim workspace. In a slim workspace, let's suppose your industry is already having created the automation suite, and you wanted to use that one. You wanted to store that in your Tosca commander. Then you can go with the slim workspace. This will not copy the everything from the Tosca. Let's suppose in your portfolio there are 5 projects, and you are working one of them. So you can use this slim workspace thing where this will give you an ability to only store that one which is necessary for you. So other 4 projects data that are not necessary for you, you can ignore that one. Otherwise, if you select the all thing, then the all thing are going to store in your local, and this will take more time and data, and during this you can't use the Tosca, so it will take plenty of time, yeah, much time. Okay, so this is the window will be open if this is the repository type, which kind of repository you are using. You can use this, and you can create a new repository also, and this is the workspace where you can enter your SQL connection string. And if you are already having an repository existing, you can check on this and give the repository connection string, and you can go for that. When you create the workspace, make sure it's in your Tosca project and Tosca workspace, and it has a name. And if you select this, the workspace template, then the all standard modules of Tosca Commander will be going to import to your current project. And when you click so there is one more option, create the slim workspace is also available. If you are using the already created repository and you wanted to uh, pull the automation suites and already created test cases to your local, then you can go for that with the slim workspace. This will be going to pull the already created structure to your system. This will not going to pull the unnecessary and not related to your project kind of uh, test cases, modules, and other things to your local. So this is when you select it is going to pull the only the necessary information to your system. And when you click to OK, this Tosca commander shows the progress, and you can see that it will finish all the repository connection, and it will finalize it and commit it, and then it will create the workspace and the template in there, and when everything works well, your workspace template completed successfully. Yeah, means importing of the workspace template. So this is how you doing it, and when these things are going to complete, this window is going to open, where you can find the test case module requirement, test case design, execution, and this configuration, and these all folders in it. So I'll show you how you can create the workspace, and you can import your repository to your local. So when you're done with the installation, just open the Tosca commander, and when you open it, you see this option, create a new. So click on this action, this tab button, and you will see this pop-up window. And in this you can select the repository type which the repository your project or organization is using. Let's suppose you have the SQL Server repositories and MS SQL Server repository, then you can provide the schema and the connection string, and go with the test connection, see whether you have the access of it or not. So after that, you just have to provide you can provide the workspace location, that is your local one, and you can name it. You can give the name to your workspace. You can select this one, the slim workspace, and if you select this one, the high data volumes that is in central data repository would not going to import to your local. So this is to speed up your workspace creation. So I would suggest you to select this one while creating the new workspace in your for your project. So when you click on the OK, the everything that is in central repository would be going to import to your to your local successfully. And but if you are using the Tosca for learning purpose, then you can select this single user workspace you can give the location of your local workspace, and you can name the workspace, and you can use the workspace template. These are the standard templates that are available in Tosca Commander. It's libraries, and you can check this one, and you will find out the good standard modules that are already created in Tosca. So you can use that one when you select this checkbox, and you can click on the OK. So I would suggest that you must select this one. You would find the very good subsets of modules in it. So this would help. Click on the OK. When you click on the OK, then you are going to see this progress bar. When everything's works successful, then you just see this option, the importing of the workspace template is completed successfully, and you are going to see this window in your Tosca Commander, where you have the test case, the module, the requirements, test case design bars in it. And this is how, when you're done with your workspace creation, this window you see. So this is it from the workspace creation. We'll see you in the next lecture, and we'll discuss how you can create the module from the scratch, what are the modules, and what are the best practices involved in it.